What's up guys, AT here from Men's Health with 9 best shoulder exercises. We all know the meat and bones of your workout are going to be your seated presses, your big overhead presses, but here's 9 more exercises you can add into your arsenal that you might not necessarily be doing to get those cap delts growing. Let's go. Dumbbell Y press. We're going to start here from our traditional press position, but instead of going straight up, I'm going to press up and away at around a 45-degree angle. What that's going to do is as I move away from the midline of my body, the leverage on these dumbbells is going to increase, making them feel a lot heavier at the top than they do at the bottom. Super beneficial if you're limited to light weights. You can still get that stimulus on your delts. They're burning. Seesaw Arnold press. I'm going to take a seat on a box or a bench. I'm going to bring these dumbbells up under my chin, palms facing me. This is going to give me a little bit of extra range of motion. It's going to switch my front delts on. From here, I'm going to press one arm up, turning as I go. Now, when this weight's descending, I'm going to press the other one up nice and slow, and they should pass just above my eye line. What this is doing is giving me a huge amount of time under tension. And if you're working with light weights, or you're just finishing your shoulders off, this time under tension is really gonna hit those delts. And done. I'm gonna hit some laying front raises. This one's real old school. So I'm gonna grab my dumbbells, I'm gonna lay all the way down, have the dumbbells about my hip, nice and flat on the floor, and I'm just gonna lift those up all the way and lower back down. What that's doing is just keeping the tension on my front delts for a lot longer than if I was doing these standing, but also it means I cannot cheat whatsoever. Nice and slow down, explode up. Nice and slow down, explode up. This is some real old school muscle building. Next up, we're going to go upside down to build these shoulders. Quite an advanced exercise, this one, but if you've got it in the bank, it's worth adding in. Body weight only, handstand press-ups. So I'm going to come about a foot away from the wall. I'm going to kick up from here, nice straight legs, point those toes. I'm going to come down as close to the floor as I can get, and I'm going to push away. If you need to put something under your head, just to shorten that range of motion, then go for it. If the handstand press-ups are a little bit too advanced, we're going to grab a box and we're going to hit some Pike Press-ups. They're a great exercise in their own right, but it'll also help you work towards those handstand push-ups. So I'm going to straddle the box, feet up. I'm going to try and create a nice hinge, nice straight legs, wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked up nicely. And I'm going to lower my head to the floor and push away. Head to the floor, push away. If those are a little bit too difficult, you can just walk your arms out a little bit, change the lever, going into more of a press-up, but still hitting those shoulders. The wall walk, another one that's an excellent exercise in its own right. It's going to build the shoulders, it's going to hit the chest, and it's going to test your core. But it's also another one that's going to help you hit those first handstand push-ups. So I'm going to start my feet against the wall, nice tight push-up position, and I'm going to walk my feet up. And as I do, I'm going to walk my hands in as close to the wall as I can get, nose to the wall, and then keeping my body nice and straight, core nice and tight. I'm just going to walk it back down into that press up position and then back up. I'm grabbing 2 rings, nice straight arms. The further below the rings I am, the more leverage these rings have got on me, making the exercise a little bit more difficult. So if you want to progress, you just want to be coming down. If you want to regress, step up. I'm switching my glutes on, heels are dug in, I'm in this nice strong plank position. And from here, I'm just going to pull my shoulder blades back and open those arms. Nice and controlled, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the top, hitting those rear delts in that mid back. So important. If you spend all day sitting down, these postural muscles at the back, strengthening them is really gonna strengthen your posture, and it's great for your shoulder health. Barbell shoulder press is probably the meat and bones of your shoulder workout. What we're gonna do, just gonna mix it up a bit. we're gonna add some additional components just to increase the stimulus, target a few more muscle groups, and enable you to just hit a little bit more weight. So I'm gonna start with a bar on the floor, and safely deadlift it up, and then every rep is gonna come from this hang position. What I'm gonna do is a muscle clean, which means I don't need to know any real technique, I just wanna muscle it onto my shoulders. I hinge down, up. From this position, I'm gonna push press the bar into the air, using my legs to dip and drive a little bit more weight, and I'm gonna lower the bar, taking advantage of the fact that you're a little bit stronger for that lowering portion. So again, hang clean, hang muscle clean, up, push press up, and then lower down under control. What that's gonna do, the big clean, hitting my rear delts, hitting my mid back, power up, control down. Just gonna let me use a little bit more weight than I would with that strict barbell press, getting you used to handling a little bit more weight, more stimulus, more muscle. A little bit off piece with this one, but it's another classic old school bodybuilding move. I'm gonna take an empty barbell or a light barbell. I'm gonna walk it down behind my back. I'm gonna move my grip so it's just around my butt, nice and tight. And what I'm gonna do is with straight arms, I'm gonna lift it up and back. What I'm doing here is hitting those rear delts, the back of my shoulders, really neglected, particularly if you do a lot of pressing, a lot of bench pressing, a lot of push-ups. Here we're just hitting that posterior, the back of the shoulders. And that, a lot of the time, is what gives you that 3D thick kind of delt look. So old school bodybuilders, they know what they're doing.